What's up, YouTubers? This is Copy the Wolf Singh, and today's workout, you guys are gonna love this. So make sure you stay tuned and watch it to the very end. So what we're doing in today's workout is we're hitting the rear delts, the back of your shoulders. This is one of the muscle groups that most people neglect, and it basically defines your shoulder. Like if you don't have well-developed rear delts, you really look small up here. So we want to make sure that we get this muscle right here. It's kind of small, but we want to make sure we get it to pop out as much as possible. The very first exercise on today's list is a compound movement. It's basically a rear delt shrug. So you know how when you do barbell shrugs, you kind of pull the shoulders up like that? We're not doing that because we're not trying to get this to bloat up. We're trying to get this right here. So what you're doing is you're going to grab the bar like this, ideally with the palms forward, and you're pulling basically your elbows back. Kind of pretend like you're grabbing your shorts and you're trying to pull your shorts up like that. So I'm grabbing the bar behind me and I'm keeping my neck in neutral, so I will do a chin tuck. Last thing you want to do is do a shrug or even a rear delt shrug with your head forward like that. Now you're compromising your cervical region or your neck. You don't want to do that. That's bad. So make sure you chin tuck, you grab that bar, and basically you're pulling it up like this. And if you notice right here, I am not shrugging, I'm keeping my traps down, and I'm squeezing the back of my shoulders. Now, if you'll notice, sometimes in my sets what I'll do is I'll take my shoulders kind of back like this. What I'm doing is I'm basically squeezing the back of my shoulders before I grab that bar. I'm doing that because I'm trying to really activate my rear delts before I actually go into the lift. So I'm gonna feel it even more. Now the great thing about doing rear delt shrugs is it is a compound movement. So we can stack that weight up a lot higher than what we could do when we're doing isolated movements like rear delt flies, for example. That way we can maximize the rear delt kind of in the same fashion that you would maximize the front and the medial when we're doing a front shoulder press. The next exercise on the list, I call them concentrated rear delt lateral raises. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm laying down flat on my chest on a bench, and I'm gonna basically, for me, remember my shoulders kind of droop down a little bit, so I'm gonna actually kind of shrug up for me. But if you guys have your shoulders kind of lined up properly, then you don't have to do that. So for me, you'll see me kind of raise my shoulders up like this. Then I'm grabbing the dumbbells and I'm gonna pull them out to my sides like this. Now I'm coming out directly like this and I'm making sure that my palms are facing in. Also, the thing with doing concentrated rear delt shoulder raises or lateral raises is I'm not stretching my arms all the way down here. I'm kind of stopping right here and then coming back up like that. Now what that does is it gets more constant tension into the back of your shoulders. All right, guys, the next exercise on today's list is rear delt rows. Now, the great thing about doing rear delt rows, again, it's kind of like the rear delt shrugs. It's basically a compound movement, which, you know, you got all these different compound exercises for the front delt. You got the shoulder press, you got the Arnold shoulder press. Well, I want to throw in another one right here because I can maximize my strength a little bit more on this and get more muscular activation, recruit a little bit more muscle fiber, therefore get more growth in my rear delt. Now when doing the rear delt rows, what I want you guys to get is I'm bringing my elbows directly out to my side like this, but I'm not trying to pull my shoulders and my elbows behind my body. If I'm doing that, I'm getting a little bit of an impingement in my shoulder, and remember, impingement, that will break down your shoulder over time. We don't want to do that. Now guys, the last exercise we're gonna do today is the dumbbell shrug. Now, today's workout is mainly focusing on building the rear delt, but I've done enough for it. I'm done with it. I'm gonna hit my traps right here. Do keep in mind though, whenever you do a shrug movement like that, you are tugging on and you are working a little bit of that rear delt. When you do shrugs, you wanna make sure that you're not actually coming straight up and down like that. Like if you see me right here, you don't just wanna come straight up and down like that. You're kinda, think of it like this, you're going in an X fashion. So I can either do this, so I'm going this way, or I'm doing this movement right here and I'm bringing my shoulders back. Today, I'm not doing this, I'm just doing this movement right here. Now, very important to keep in mind, a lot of people will do this the wrong way and they can end up bulging a disc in their neck or really straining their neck muscle. And if you guys ever woke up with a stiff neck, you don't want that because that'll completely kill your workouts for like at least a week, maybe even more. But what you wanna do is you wanna protect your neck and you wanna, instead of letting your neck go forward like that and compromising it, make sure you do a normal chin tuck. Again, don't tighten that neck up when you get into that position. Just do a normal chin tuck and you're gonna grab that weight and you're pulling those shoulders back like this. So if you see me right here, I'm pulling my shoulders back like that, up and back. That's it for today's workout. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And if you guys want to be the first to see my next YouTube video, click that bell notification button. And if you guys have any questions for me and you want to reach me personally, make sure to send me a comment or a DM on my Instagram. My Instagram is kavi.thewolf.sing. I'll do my best to get back to you in time.